Hi, my name is Jamila Butelesi, and today I'll be teaching on grade 7 topic, which is algebraic equations. At the same time, I'll be looking at Kilpatrick's 5 strains of mathematic proficiency. So let's start. Okay, now the first concept that we're looking at is conceptual understanding. What is conceptual understanding? Conceptual understanding, this is about knowing algebraic equations and what do they mean about algebraic equations. Learners should be able to understand the relationship between the numbers and the variables, meaning that we should be able to understand the x value and also the the number equation, right? So, for example, when we look at this equation says 2x plus 5 equals 15, right? So, but in order for us to find the value of x, we should first understand the concept of 2x means 2 times some number. So the number that we are going to find here as x is multiplied by 2. That's one thing we should be able to understand. Okay, now moving on to the next strand. The next strand is procedural fluency. Procedural fluency. This is about being able to carry out algebraic procedures correctly and efficiently. This means you should understand the steps that are taken in the most correct way. So, in other words, I'm still going to use the equation that we were using at the beginning. So, the next step, I'll just say 2x, right, plus 5, right, equals 15. Now, what I do, now I want to remove this 5, this plus 5. What I was taught is that 2x will be removed here because we are removing it. So basically, we are removing it. We are going to take this number and put it this side, right? So since positive 5 is moving to the other side, it will equal to 15 minus 10. Because once it goes on the other side, unfortunately, it changes its equation and then it becomes a minus 5, right? So what is 15 minus 5? It's 10, but the 2x still remains. So those are the steps that learners are supposed to know. These are the things that learners are supposed to understand when solving these equations. And then immediately after that, I need to know my next step is saying this is a multiple of something. So I'm going to say 2x divided by 2, 10 divided by 2, which will equal to 5. So my x equals 5, as you can see. So understanding the correct procedures and the correct steps. Strategic competency. This is when we are able to make sure that learners are able to link this topic with real life situations. This is the ability to formulate, represent, and find mathematics solutions to solve a problem. It's about real life situations turning into math equations. So, for example, when we look at a problem in a taxi where the change should be, for example, if a taxi charges 20 Rand as a bus fee, right? 10 Rand for each kilometer. If the total fee is 70 rand, how much kilometers would be traveled? Then you'll be able to take that equation and represent it into a mathematical equation, like saying represent as an equation 20 plus 10x equals 70. So let me show you. So the equation looks like this. So I already know that the 20 rand is for the bus fee, right? So, and exactly per kilometer, the taxi driver spends is 10 rand. So he charges 70 rand, which is this, this, this. So this is our equation. So we have 20 rand, which is what the driver pops out, and then we have 10 rand per kilometer, right? And then we have 70 rand. So let's calculate. So we're gonna say 20. What we do, we want to take this 20 and put it with the number that looks exactly like it, right? Which is 70. So we're gonna say 10x. Unfortunately, the 10x will stay by itself. Then we're gonna say 70 minus 20, which will equal to 50. Then we have 10x. Then we're going to say 10x divided by 10, which will equal to 50 divided by 10, which will equal to x equals 5. So the driver is driving 5 kilometers, so which he has to pay 50 rand for those kilometers, right? So that's how we use them in real life situations. Adaptive reasoning. This simply means that we are able to use logical thinking, explaining and justifying our answers. It's not enough just for a learner to be able to solve an equation, but they should be able to explain why they got the answer by looking at their methods and making sense of how they got to a certain answer, right? Productive deposition. Now, productive deposition, this simply means this is having a positive attitude towards mathematics. This means as a teacher, you also have a positive attitude towards mathematics so that your learners can also take that positive energy from you. This also means that learners should be motivated and should be able to also motivate themselves and believe that they are capable to learn and understand mathematics. This simply means that they should be able to have the motivation within them to solve mathematical problems. It's all about confidence, this strength. Thank you. That's all I'm going to be talking about before my video becomes long again. Thank you.